Hey guys, Ragnarok54 here, and welcome back to another RuneScape video. This time it's going to be the second episode of my Road to Completionist Cape, where I also throw in just essentially the stuff I've been doing during the time that I'm also going for Completionist Cape. So as you can see, I just did a Reaper task. I had Hellweir. I didn't get anything great, but what I did get is an extra 10-point boost, which managed to give me exactly enough points for 2 Hydrixes. As you can see, I have 600 Reaper points right there. Oops, I put that in the friends chat. But yeah, so let's go buy ourselves some incomplete Hydrixes. Alright, here we are, incomplete Hydrix. Let's pick ourselves up one of these things. Reaper points, 300. Yes, I would love to do that. And while we're at it, let's just get ourselves a second one. That is super nice to see. The double incomplete Hydrix. How much is this going for? 25 million. So I just made 50 mil. I didn't really just make 50 mil, it's been over the span of quite a long time, but you get the idea. Unfortunately, I can't get another task today because that was my task for today. Last time I did Hellweir, I actually got a wand, but it still has not sold, so I'm going to have to see what to do about that. I put it down a little bit. Looks like it's just might be crashing a little bit, but that was an extra little 20 mil, so if you guys are ever wondering if you should do your Reaper tasks, definitely do them. Alright, so the goal out of all of this was to get a Noxious Staff to complete my tier 90s for all 3 styles, at least for weapons for now. I unfortunately only have tier 90 armor for melee, but let's see, if I sell all of this, I have 8 Onyxes from Araxor. I actually just got 2 more today. I have my wand, which is going to have to sell for a little bit under, and I just got these 2 Hydrixes. Let's see how much it is. 176 mil, that's amazing. Alright, so I'm looking forward, oh whoops. I put in my, I was wondering why there was so much money. That's weird that you can put these in a price check even though they're untradeable. Or actually they might be tradable, just not in the kind of exchange if they're not fully repaired. But in any case, I think that 145 mil is approximately how much a Nox staff costs, but we'll have to see. I'm gonna go sell this. Alright, so I decided to make a Hydrix out of one of my incomplete Hydrixes with one of the Onyxes that I had. So I'm just going to wait for these to sell. I just wanted to see like which one is higher volume or something. I'm not really going to put these under. I put them like a little bit, like 50k, 80k under the guide price just because I didn't want to wait that long. But I realized that these are like extremely low volume items, so I'm not going to rush to sell them. So the luck update hit a few days ago, and I don't know why I did not invest in fortunate components. I remember like a few weeks back or like a week ago, I was selling some crucial rewards like composite bows, and they're selling for like 20k, and I was like, geez, why are they so expensive? But I have no idea why I didn't just buy a ton of them, because I literally would have made millions, hundreds of millions of gold if I would have just done that. I don't know why I didn't do that, so I'm kind of mad about that, but I did have some random items in my bank that I sold for like quite a bit of money, as you guys can see. Just like stuff that I had from a long time ago from different medium, easy, hard clue scrolls. As you can see here, I'll show you my Grand Exchange history. I sold like a ton of these combos. I was doing some clue scrolls and other stuff, so I did make a few mil off this update, even if I didn't make as much as I should have. So today I actually managed to finish off all of the requirements that I need for the Completionist Cape in the Ark, so I'll be completely done with the Ark for the foreseeable future at least. I don't think I'm going to be going back to get anything in the near future at least, until I get my Comp Cape at least. So today I managed to finish off all of the isles that were once turtles portals, the turtle portals I think they're called. I just had some like random ancestral energy lying around, so I just finished that up. That was a really easy requirement. And I also finished all of the mini quests today. I had done like 3 or 4 of them before, and so I just finished those off. Those were actually really easy and like kind of fun. I thought it was really interesting how the combat was like actually difficult. Usually when you do quests, you're used to the combat being like you don't need food, you don't even need like armor, barely a weapon. But this, like, you actually had to kind of gear up and bring some food and prayer potions, which was cool. You don't just have to, like, sit back and, like, let the auto attacks do the work. But I finished all of those, and I actually had, like, a pretty big miscalculation because I had been, for the past few weeks, or at least past 2 weeks, stocking up on, like, a whole bunch of different supplies in order to make shark soups because I had heard that was like a really good way to make chimes, because they sell for like 93 each in the shops, and they're not like super hard to make. You just have to get a lot of different things. So I was stocking up to make about 200 of those, which would be like a lot of chimes. And it turned out that I did not compensate for the chimes that I would be getting from the mini quest. So I actually got all the chimes I needed just from the mini quest, and I didn't have to sell any of my shark soups, which I guess was pretty cool actually. So I managed to get all of the unlocks, the first level unlocks that you need in the Wyco shop today. That was really cool. I don't have that many chimes left, so I guess I could sell my shark soups just to get some chimes for like random stuff that I might need. I haven't really looked through the shop all too much, but I think you might need chimes when you buy your idle crab tokens, which I have enough to get one, so who knows, we'll see about that. As I said, I don't think I'm going to be coming back to the Ark very often, but getting all those achievements actually knocked off a ton of things. There's essentially like not even a scroll bar in my completionist cape requirement thing anymore. I think I need 3 more. I think it might be 2 or 3 more. Yeah, I think it's 3 more requirements done, and then I won't have a scroll bar anymore, which is like super cool. Because before I did like Livid Farm, and now the Ark, I had just a ton of things in there. And then once I get all of them done at once, it feels really good. So I'm definitely super happy to be done with all of that. So somewhat unrelated to my completionist cape, I did do a live stream today for like 3 hours. It was a super fun time. I definitely recommend that you guys come check it out. I did a lot of Araxor. I actually got 2 Onyx drops, so that was super cool. I'm still over 100 kills dry on this middle leg piece, which is kind of infuriating. But at least it's path 2. I decided to do my Reaper after that with one of my friends, and we actually managed to pick up a Dragon Rider Lance, which was like 21.5 mil. So I'm super happy that we got that. Really nice addition to like the money pouch, so I can buy bonds and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a super good time, and definitely tune into those streams. Alright guys, so it has been quite a while since my last clip, and I've actually been doing quite a bit. So I did talk about whether or not I wanted to go to Angel of Death or Telos. I can't remember if I had done any Telos kills, but as you guys can see, I have done several Telos kills. I've done 12 kills. In fact, I think my Reaper assignment right now is also Telos, so that's pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of the boss. Like, there's too many opportunities just to mess up and instantly die, and that's not like a super big deal, because that's the same thing at like Cowfight King and a lot of other bosses as well. But the problem with that at Telos is that if you mess up and die, then you lose essentially everything, and it relies a lot on streaking, so that's why it's such a big problem. So I don't know if I'm going to camp that. I honestly don't think I'm going to. Maybe like one day I will, if I like find that I get better at it, or maybe one day if I get Acto. I have been trying to get Acto, like, it's going to take a long time. I've killed 8 Beastmasters, but it's just like hard, because that's like 16 days right there. It's over 2 weeks, because I hate how it's time gated like that. But besides that, I actually, as you guys can see, have gotten a significant range gear upgrade along with a lot more money. So what I've actually been doing is doing some Angel of Death in the past few days. So I just this past weekend, decided that I would try out Angel of Death, because I saw someone was taking a learner's team, and all the requirements were like pretty low. So I decided to go. It was a 9-man team, and I was like, all right, cool, let's do this. I just bought some Pernix really quick. This isn't even augmented, as you can see. And I actually got a Codex on my first kill ever. It was hilarious. So in a 9-man team, that was an 80 mil split. So I was super happy about that. That essentially paid for my Pernix. So that was like really nice. I think it even got me like a little bit more money than what I bought my Pernix for, because I think it's like 60 mil, 80 mil. Yeah, probably around 80 mil for the Pernix. So that was super cool. I was really, really happy to get that. And obviously that like kind of got me hooked on Angel of Death. And since then, I've done quite a few more kills. Let's see, how many next Angel of Death kills do I have? I have 19 kills right now. I'm really, really liking the boss. As you guys can see on the screen, I have a clip of me at Angel of Death. I streamed some Angel of Death and some Telos the other day. Once again, check out my stream. I don't want to say that too often, but every once in a while I'll do some streaming. I usually stream Araxor, but now that I'm getting into Angel of Death, I'm probably going to stream some more of that if I feel like it. And I've just now kind of gotten a team locked down. like of 7 people, or it's like 9 people or 10 people, but like not everyone's on at the same time, obviously. So like I'm starting to get like to the point where it's like, oh, why don't I go do Angel of Death, and it takes less than an hour to actually start doing a kill, which is super nice, especially when things like nihils and auras are ticking. As I'm sure you guys have heard from other people, finding a consistent team for Angel of Death is really the most important thing. I haven't gotten another drop since then, but that's to be expected. Since I did get one on my first kill and I only have 19, but hopefully my KC will be going up really fast soon. Once I finish a few projects in my finals for school, I imagine I'll have a lot more time, and once my team gets a little better, we'll start getting more consistent kills with the 7-man and get that higher drop rate and hopefully make a lot of money. So that doesn't explain all the money I got. I actually got a ton of money. Last night, I made around 200 mil in the span of 20 minutes, and it was just absolutely insane. I haven't made that much money that quickly since I won a Lucky Divine and exchanged it for 210 million. So how did I do that? Well, I managed to pick up a spider leg middle finally. I managed to pick up 3 uncut onyx drops, which means 6 uncut onyxes. I got a pheromone, and I got a fang. So that was just absolutely insane. Like, I got a the middle leg piece finally after 130 kills dry on the middle leg piece. I finally got that. And in the same chest, I got onyx, and I was super excited about that. And then the next chest, I decided to do path 3 because I was like, oh, why don't I get the 3rd leg now? I got onyx there, and I was like, okay, that wasn't really that fun. I'm going to do middle path again. I do middle path again, and I get onyx, pheromone, and fang all in one chest. It was absolutely insane. I'll show you guys some pictures. I unfortunately did not record it or take too many pictures of it, but I did get that fang. I think it might even be still on my history because I sold it last night. Yeah, I bought my spider leg and I sold the fang for 255 million. Pretty good deal. So I made a ton of money. So with that money, what I'm probably going to do is upgrade my ranged gear, because that's what I'm using for Angel of Death. But I'm really conflicted as to whether or not I should perk my Pernix or if I should buy Serenic and perk that. Serenic is actually a lot more expensive than I remember. I remember it being like 15 mil maybe for the top, and now it's 20 mil. So that's like a pretty big increase. Tectonic, oh my goodness, that's like 30 mil. I thought it was like 5 mil last time I checked. So stuff has definitely gone up since no one's doing Virago anymore. Not too sure why Serenic has gone up as much as it has, but it's like a 30% increase since like 6 months. So I'm really not sure about that. I had to do some calculations to find out over the long term, maybe over like 100 or 200 hours, which one would end up costing me more, because they're pretty much negligible in terms of like DPS. So I just need to figure out which one's going to cost me more, because if I'm going to go through more than like one set of Serenic, it's going to start getting really expensive when I have to buy those new sets, like let alone like disregarding the number of charges it's going to cost, like having to spend 20 mil on a top every time I use it, which obviously won't be too often, but having to spend 20 mil that's a lot of cash. So to finish off this episode, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the Completionist cape requirements that I've gotten in the past like few days since I've made my last clip. I got a Dungeoneering level, I think. Yeah, it was 105. I also got an Invention level, so slowly progressing toward those two things. Those are essentially going to be like my last things, I think, is Dungeoneering. I've been doing a lot of ports. I've been doing it as much as I can, and I really think that's going to be the thing that time gates me for Completionist cape. Because it's just so long and you can't do anything about it, which really sucks. So I'm just sending out as many voyages as I can, trying to do it as much. I'm not like waking up in the middle of the night or anything, but I'm doing it whenever I'm on and I can. So hopefully that will end up working out. I really hope it does, because right now it's really looking like it's going to take me the longest out of anything. And right behind that is probably going to be Dungeoneering, and it just depends if I train Dungeoneering or not. Like if I really train Dungeoneering, I could knock it out in like a week or two. But I'm not looking to do that. So right now I'm just going to take a break from Comp Rex, because essentially the only things I have left are to do Temple Trekking, which is like a 1-day requirement, Dominion Tower, which is like a 2 or 3-day requirement, and Ports and Dungeoneering. So those are like what I'm saying as my my 3 things that I have to do left, because all the other things are like you can just do them really quickly. Like I have all these prawn things. I've almost done all of the new Varrock achievements. Like I just need to finish finding all my potion recipes, which I'll do in Dungeoneering. just use my inspiration to get invention blueprints, do the Rush of Blood thing, and finish off like a couple tasks. Like the only tasks I have left are essentially Temple Trekking and Dominion Tower and Rush of Blood. So really, I'm painfully close yet painfully far away, because I just have such few things to do, but they're gonna just take so much time. So I'm really not looking forward to that. Until then, I guess I'm just gonna keep on PVMing. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. I might make a slight adjustment to the series if it turns out that that's what I'm doing, just doing PVM along with my daily ports and daily dungeoneering and stuff like that, because I don't want to have like one episode every 3 months and then have like 2 episodes in the whole series. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, if you'd like to see more PVM or just more small achievements, like little clips of me doing each individual one of those little completionist cave requirements. Just let me know. As of now, I'm just going to continue on as I have been, adding in just a bit more of the PVM aspect, because that's what I'll be spending more time on. So if you did enjoy this episode of my Road to Completionist, change that name, seeing as how I'm doing more PVM and less Completionist. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments. If you did like, please leave a like, and I will see you guys later. Bye.